Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another political episode. So, this is our last review of the 2023 races. Technically, not because we have the Louisiana runoffs tomorrow. If you're from Louisiana, get out and vote. We can say, oh, Louisiana is a red state. We don't need to worry about Louisiana. Well, technically, with that attitude, we're not going to get anywhere. Um, don't be the first one. You're probably not the first one thinking that. Get out and vote. Otherwise, we suffer the consequence. So here we are. It looks like we have some ballot measures in Texas, quite a few. And it looks like we're going to be taking a look at these ballot measures. Starting off with Proposition 4. So basically asking us if we want to increase the homestead tax exemption. This proposition would make multiple changes to property taxes. Notably, it would provide a tax break for homeowners by increasing the homestead tax exemption or part of a home's value that cannot be taxed. The exemption would be raised to $100,000 from $400,000. If passed, the proposition would also send billions to Texas school districts to make up for newly lowered property tax rates. So this looks like is in both Democrats and Republicans' interests. You see these counties. You see that the only counties that are lacking a little bit is Travis County, which holds Austin. This county over here, once again, tilts Republican. This one too, also. So yeah, I think this is more of a nonpartisan issue at most part. Most conservative counties, however, are supportive to this tax exemption. Who doesn't like a tax exemption? Everyone loves a little tax exemption, although, yeah, you'll see in this area, it's generally more popular in the cities. Duh, because that's where everyone lives in Texas, the cities. Of course, more eastern Texas is more popular than western Texas, especially over here. There's no one living over here, but yes, there's only this ballot measure easily passed 83% of the popular vote. Yes, winnings every county in the state of Texas. So that basically that's the big ballot measure in Texas. So it looks like property tax, homeowners increasing the homestead. Yeah, it looks like will be some tax exemptions in Texas. Let's take a look at Proposition 1. Proposition 1 is establish a right to farm, garden, and ranch in the state constitution. 79% in Texas said yes. That said, that's pretty much every single county in the state of Texas. But we can double check that and see for sure. Yeah, 79.0%. Yeah, Travis County is the only county that's saying no. It looks like 53% to 47%. Travis County. We can wait. But yeah, it looks like as of right now, Travis County is the only county that's voting against this ballot measure. But let's just see what Proposition 1 is saying. Proposition, the right to, basically, that's, you don't really need a description. If passed, this ballot measure would basically establish a right to farm and garden in the state of Texas. 79% said yes to this. Only Travis County being adamant against this ballot measure, 53%. That said, Travis County is a very urban county. They don't really depend on gardening and farming than all the other counties do in the state of Texas. Up north, northern Texas, on the top, the tower up here, that's where a lot of votes are. 90%. Of course, why are they so high up there? Well, duh, that's where all the farms are. It would make sense that they better vote all over there. It's not the same over here. It's not the same over here. Yeah, this county over here, 90%, but they're feeling for their northern neighbors, but yeah, but it makes more sense that the more farming regions of Texas would be more aggressive and more supportive to this ballot measure because they're the ones with the farms, right? There are no farms in the Panhandle. It's all desert, in deserted areas. Texas and its climate. Prohibit state lawmakers from imposing a wealth tax. 68% voted for this, all right? 32%. That's a pretty good opposition number. I can guarantee you Texas isn't going to carry every single county here. 67%, 68%, it's debatable. 32%. Nevertheless, yep, Travis County has always been the disser in this game, although they did vote for Proposition 4. But yeah, Travis County, they're like, no, we don't care about you farming. We don't have farms. We don't need to vote for it. So let's see here. It's just slow internet. Yeah, so prohibit state lawmakers from imposing a wealth tax. So wealth tax, basically, in other means, taxing for wealth. Same results as the last ballot measure. Everyone votes yes, except for Travis County. This time more aggressively. Travis County voting 61%. Eat the rich, am I right? Right? Eat the rich. We just did increase homestead tax exemption for. We just did that one. That was on the top. Proposition 5. Allocate certain earnings from the state's rainy day fund to the Texas University Fund. 64% Texas supports this. Let's see here. Is Travis County going to be stubborn again? Yeah, Travis County is voting for this time. 76%. Impressive. However, I do feel that there is going to be one county putting up a fight because 35% is a good number. So basically, allocate earnings from the state's rainy day fund. So I think more of the conservative counties are going to put up a fight against this one. Yes, there's 67% for Harris County. Dallas County, 73%, much higher than neighboring Tarrant County, which is a conservative not a conservative stronghold, but more conservative, if you will, 66%. Yeah, you'll see. It's more of the liberals that are supporting this earnings from the state, this earnings ballot measure, but yes. Oh, yeah, I was right. There's going to be much opposition. This time, more red counties, conservative counties, are putting up a fight. Nevertheless, however, this ballot measure was passed. 64%. You'll see more populated, more liberal areas. Blue counties, especially, voted. Every blue county voted yes for this measure. Proposition 6, create the Texas Water Fund. So let's see. Yeah, it looks like this is more of a liberal thing. As I am seeing here, you'll see Harris, Dallas, Bexar, Travis County is going past 70%. Tarrant County, a suburb of Dallas, Texas, going 80% for this also. Nevertheless, this is 77% popular vote. So yeah, it looks like we only have this county here, Winkler County, 59%, putting up a big fight against this Texas Water Fund. But nevertheless, this water fund will be created. 77% of the popular vote passing this ballot measure. Yes. Now there is Proposition 7, similar to Proposition 6. It's asking voters if you want. Oh, yeah, we have a lot of ballot measures. So, okay, it's asking voters specifically if we should create an energy fund. And it's going to be the same result. I can guarantee you that this county is probably going to vote no, because well, we're going to find out. 64% voting yes for this ballot measure, 35% voting against it. I don't care if the page is unresponsive. It's been unresponsive this whole time. Okay. Yeah, going down. Yeah, this is nothing much different. Okay, now Texas is actually against, Travis County is voting against this. So I'm going to think, okay, yeah, more conservative counties in general are going to support the energy fund than support the water fund. So that's kind of interesting. So they're not against funding, but otherwise it might not be that black and white. So take a look at that. Texas Proposition 7. Very slow. Okay, finally. Yes, we got it now. Okay. All right. Thank you. Okay, yes. Same deal. We have Travis County, just the only one putting up the fight, 58%. Of course, along with the other lingering votes, that makes 35%, so it makes sense. 64% voting for this measure. You'll see, I believe this county, Winkler County was supportive this time, 75%. They just don't like the water fund, which is understandable. Funding is, you support certain funding, but guess what? We're going to continue funding. Create the broadband infrastructure fund. 69%, 70%. We're going to see here. Yeah, this ballot measure, 69%, 70%. Yeah, Travis County, 80%. Yeah, I know we're focusing on Travis. I think it's silly because Travis has been an unpredictable flipper, unlike all the other counties. You just never know. Here. This one is basically create the broadband infrastructure fund. It's just another fund, but it's on broadband infrastructure. There's infrastructure if you want to sum it up. Every county voting in support of this, except for Loving County, there really isn't a majority. It's a tie. 11 votes to 11 votes, 50% to 50%. So yeah, sure, I guess it's everyone voted, I guess, when it comes to that. Authorize cost of living adjustments for certain retired teachers. 84. I would predict every county would vote for this. But I honestly don't know. Yes, 80% margin. That's a very good possibility. Yes, and I was right. 83%. Every county in Texas voting in support of this ballot measure, for around 70% in every county. 80%, 70%, even 90%. I can guarantee you. 90%. Anyone? No. Looks like it's a little divided in northern. Yeah, I did see a 90. Laggy computer, if you've noticed. Yes, so there's not really much to talk about, but it's just it looks like both Republicans and Democrats, conservatives and liberals, both agree cost of living adjustments are necessary for certain retired teachers when it comes to that. So that's good. We're both on the right track. Now, this one's a little controversial. Proposition 10 authorize an exemption for medical and biomedical manufacturers on certain taxes. 55%. It's probably the closest race we've gotten so far. I would predict this is more of a liberal thing, more of a support of a ballot measure supported by liberals. Yes, liberals, well, yes, won by 10 points. However, those who did back this were against this. Oh, yeah, actually, no, this isn't liberals. This is conservatives. Yes, authorize an exemption for medical and biomedical manufacturers on certain taxes. Yes, because you gotta have to reread those ballot measures. See, yeah, so that makes sense. Travis County putting up a fight, 53%. It is a little close, but you'll see Harris County. And honestly, I don't think this is a political thing at all. I think honestly, you'll see Travis County is voting against this, along with other red counties, strong Trump strongholds. This county, Montgomery County, just north of Harris County, which holds Houston, just voted no. 52% to 48%. Even some strong counties up here. So it is a matter of an opinion. I guess it's not a party votes. This party votes this yes on this issue. This party votes no on this issue. It's more divided, more complex than what we all may think. So that is good to know. So there's been a lot of ballot measures regarding exemptions. And yes, we have we have 4 more ballot measures to go. We got the 11th one. Allow El Paso County conservation and reclamation districts to issue bonds. We know who's going to vote yes on that. El Paso County, for sure. So we'll see. 63% voting yes. More urban counties, I know for sure. I'm curious to know how El Paso County is going to vote yes on this, because you're basically letting them. This is a huge benefit for El Paso County, allowing them to establish these reclamation. But let's see here. Okay, it was a little divided, 62%, while, all right, Presidio County did vote more aggressive. Same thing with Dallas County and Travis County. So, it's whatever floats your boat, I guess. So, yes, there is 63%. Yeah, you could say more conservative counties voted no, as you can interpret here. Issue 12. Eliminate the Galveston County Treasurer position. That's going to be interesting. Galveston County. I heard of that county before. I am having a hard time remembering where it is. It stands out. This is the closest ballot measure. So it's basically saying eliminate the Galveston County Treasurer position. Apparently, Galveston County used to have a treasurer or a county treasurer. No longer existing according to this ballot measure. 52% voted yes on this. Yes, it's a little tossed up. I would say this is isn't more political. I would expect, well, just like in El Paso County, there's going to be people that want a treasurer, and there's people that want a treasurer, and there's people that don't want a treasurer. Where's Galveston? I have a feeling it's somewhere over here. If you're from Texas, you probably know where it is. Or I don't expect everyone to know all their 200 some counties. Let's see. Galveston County. Okay, it's that coastal. It's just the one right by Houston. And this one actually, yeah, Galveston. No, that's Jefferson. Here we go. Galveston County, 53 to 47%. So they were kind of, it is what it is. They're not totally upset. They're kind of divided up there when it comes to that. But yeah, Galveston County, I bet they're excited about being focused on this ballot measure. Raise the mandatory retirement age for state judges. Mandatory retirement age. Raise the age. So the state constitution would amend to increase the mandatory retirement age for Texas judges and justices to 79 from 75. It's 75 right now, but it could go to 79. Majority of Texans voted no. And I personally would too, because I think once you're 80, you probably need to retire. We like to have politicians, but there's some point that you gotta have to retire, okay? Because you're running a very important job. And not to say that you're screwing it all up, but we need non-tired and capable individuals who can work endlessly with few accommodations as possible. So yes, it looks like this is more of a non-political, a personal decision sort of deal, and most Texans have agreed that we should keep it at 75, and I personally would too. I mean, it looks like this is not really more of a political issue, as people would have seen here. Create the Centennial Parks Conservation Fund, 77%. Possibility that every county could go for this ballot measure. Possible. But we will see. 76%, 75, 77. I did notice Travis County is more cooperative now with these ballot measures. Yep, every county voted for this ballot measure. Pretty good margin, 76%, 83%, 79%. Makes sense. These counties are probably the only three, never mind. Loving counties also in the game. 59%, 59%, 59%. I think that's probably our lowest here. That's for create Centennial Parks Conservation Fund. Yeah, doesn't look like this is more of a political issue. And it looks like that's it. 14 ballot measures. Texan voters had a lot of boxes to circle, had a lot of thinking to do. But yeah, that concludes election day results from the 7th. No, it wasn't the 7th. 7th? Yeah, I think it might be the 7th. Basically, election day results. We're going to do runoff results starting tomorrow. We're going to talk about the Louisiana runoff elections. Republicans have a big chance of establishing the trifecta. Republicans are already celebrating, saying, hey, look, the trifecta has already been established. There's Republicans won the state government, the state's Senate and House in Louisiana. They flipped the governorship, and most likely they're going to wipe out all the other offices. But you cannot say for sure, not especially when voters have the mindset that they're just going to stay home, assuming that Louisiana is going to go red. Most likely 68% chance that Louisiana will actually, the Republican trifecta will be established in the state of Louisiana. But you can't say for certain. The remaining is if voters are stubborn and they don't go out and vote, and they blunder the whole thing. So it's really up to you. Are you willing to make this choice? Anyway, I want to thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next political episode.